Hey guys, I'm here at the site of the National Cash Register plant in South Park, Dayton. I'm showing you around. Cash register was invented in 1879 in Dayton by James Ritty and marketed by the National Manufacturing Corporation. That corporation was taken over, purchased by the Patterson brothers, who were local industrialists, in 1884, and rebranded as National Cash Register. After they took the company over, they found out some surprising things. One is that the company was making no money. People didn't want the cash register. Businesses thought, why would I pay the machine to do something I can do to myself or for myself? And so the Pattersons began a strategy of training salespeople to demonstrate how that the cash register with its printed receipts would reduce theft by employees. And this was increasingly important as department stores became a thing in the late 1800s. The second thing Patterson the problem he had was that his workers worked very slow. They were inefficient. And one day he moved his office into the factories because his offices were under renovation, and he quickly discovered why. It was dark, it was depressing. And so he just decided to build new factories. And these new factories had large windows, more open workspaces, and he paid his people more, and efficiency climbed very rapidly. He was seen as a patron of Dayton. He built a lot of cultural institutions and parks. And during the flood of 13, but maybe it's 23. His workers were instructed to go out and rescue people, and he himself, at the age of 68, manned a lifeboat and pulled people to safety. But then James Patterson, the more dominant of the two brothers, was kind of an abusive employer, at least toward his immediate subordinates. He would fire people for trivial reasons. One of those people was a man named Thomas Watson, who went off and founded International Business Machines. IBM would eventually surpass National Cash Register in terms of producing counting machines. But by the 1960s, this set of factories here employed 20,000 people. It was at the height of its power. The barcode scanner was invented here and deployed here. They were on the cutting edge of a lot of computing, electronic counting machines, computers. But what that meant is that over time, you needed fewer workers to make a piece of IT gear than a mechanical counter. And you needed newer factories. And so he began their National Cash Register began to move its factories to Georgia. And in 2009, they moved their headquarters to Georgia. By the end of the 1970s, employment in Dayton was down to about 5,000 people, and all of these buildings here had been demolished. It was a big hit to the pride of Dayton. And we're just now seeing here, 40 years later, things starting to be rebuilt. It's been parking lot, it's been an empty grass field, it's been a soccer practice field. And one thing I'm starting to notice is that when you are in a large city or any kind of a city and you notice just this gap sitting out of the downtown, if you look into it, there was probably something very significant there at one point that was abandoned and demolished, and it's just never been replaced, because when we subsidize the automobile, we subsidize highways. It's always cheaper to just go build out in new territory on the edge of town. Tearing it down to build it back up, just in most cases, is an absolute failure in America. I've went long, so have a good day. I'll holler at you later.